perspective, please think about what it is that you're buying. You know, the fact that Japan has an inefficient, undecisive, and muddled government is hardly new news.
That is true, Jesper, but, you know, do you think there's any chance of that changing in the near future?
Nope, I don't think so. I mean, look at what happened yesterday. We had, you know, lots of elections. The Democratic Party basically lost lost by quite a bit in most of these elections. And so, you know, we continue to muddle through on the public sector leadership front. Meanwhile, the private sector is going to do what they've been doing for the last 100 years, which is rebuild and rebuild more efficient.
I just wanted to have a look at what's been happening with the Japanese government bond market. There are concerns here, aren't there, indeed, how all the spending is going to be financed. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I don't think so whatsoever. I think that, you know, you see that Japan remains by far the world's second largest creditor country. The rebuilding cost, you know, is perfectly absorbable. In fact, what you're seeing right now at the household sector level, a big increase in savings. If you look at deposit growth, if you look at the cash injections by the Bank of Japan. So, you know, this is not an underdeveloped economy that doesn't have the financial resources. Quite the contrary, this is one of the world's largest creditor countries, and rebuilding is not going to put financial strain on the system.
Very quickly as well, I mean, we've got to welcome this slightly weaker yen, haven't we? And I guess people will, over there in Japan, those exporters, be hoping for further weakness.
You're putting your point on something that is very, very important to point out, namely that the policy response on the monetary side has been extraordinarily good. They did pump up automatically the liquidity into the system short term, but they also topped up the long-term asset purchase program by 5 trillion yen. That's very significant. And then finally, they did get the agreement by the G7 that there is going to be a green light for intervention should the government deem it possible. So the monetary policy response has been excellent, fantastic short-term, long and medium-term, plus G7 agreement, excellent.
Jesper, great having you on the program as ever. Jesper Kolder from JP Morgan, right.